Hi all, so welcome to the today's tutorial. So today we will learn the loop control. So we have the for loop, while loop. These are the usually command which we usually use, and they are used worldwide, and it is very important. So first we will see how we usually use loops in Blueprint, then we will come to the C++ part. So let me open the Unreal. So right click, if you will type loop. So we have for each loop with break, and we do have the while loop. So these are uh, the three loops. So first check the while loop. So I am just continuing this execution after the begin play. So uh, as this condition, if it will be true, it will continue uh, you know continue the code again and again. So if I am print something, print, let's imagine this addition integer is there and right now its value is 0, and what I will do, I do want, if the addition is less than 10, I want increase the addition by 1, like till it is 10. So as I will set the value of integer addition and will increment it by 1. We have already learned how to do the mathematical calculation in the previous tutorial, so it should be easy for you. So I'm saving addition. So what it will do, as soon as it will execute, it will see, okay, if the addition is less than 10 or not. And right now initially its value is 0, so it will continue, right? So it will print the hello, and it will increment the addition by the value of 1. Again it will loop, uh, you know like 1 2 3 4, and it will execute the code again and again until the addition value becomes 10 or more than 10. So it should print this hello value again and again. So if we will print the code, you can see we have print the code hello multiple times. So this is the while loop. If we do want to use a for loop, for loop usually take, okay, how many times you do want to execute this. So let's imagine I do want like from 0 to 9. It will loop again and again 9 times. We are not checking any values here, right? So as soon as I will play, it will print the hello function 10 times, 0 to 9. Exactly same as we were doing in the while loop. We can just change it to 19 and it will print the value 20 times. See? I think you have got the idea. So how we will use this loop in the C++, we will see. So this is the C++ part. Let's imagine in the begin play we will use the exact code which we have done there, and we already have ABC defined, so I will use that. Okay, so for loop, first we will do the while loop. While, so this is how we usually write the while. Here we will put the condition and we will put the blocks. So if inside we will do the condition, if it is true, it will execute this code again and again until the this portion becomes fail. So while a is less than 10, increment a. So there are different types how we can increment a. So I can just write this is the simplest form, or I can also write like else equals to plus a. What it will do, it will increment the value of a by 1. So these two values are exactly same, this line and this line, you can say. And I can also write like a equals to a plus plus. So these three are kind of equivalent. The only difference, it will first increment the value of a, then it will use then we will use the value of a. Here it we will use the value of a first, then it will increment it. In later tutorials you will get the better understanding what's the difference between these two, but basically they are kind of same, like a plus 1, a plus 1. So I will use the first form and will put the log here, and here I will say hello. Okay, we'll remove this code, we'll remove this too, and let me open the Unreal. Let's compile the code again. As that code is already in the begin play, as soon as I will play, okay, because in the class defaults the value of a is 0. Okay, a is 44, so we will make it 0. Let's try now. Okay, now it has printed the hello. If we do want to use the while loop, again what it will do, the for loop is kind of different. So the equivalent of this will be for bracket. Here we have to initialize a variable, or we can choose a also. So this is the usual format for this is how we usually write for. So here let's imagine if int I is equals to 0, I is less than 10, I plus plus, and UE log temp warning text hello. So first, as soon as it will when the execution will start, it will initialize this. So this line will be executed just once, and this loop will be executed again and again. So it's like I am writing this line here, okay, and this will be executed again and again. It will check as soon as it will start, it will check if the I is less than 10 or not. And when we are initializing it with 0, we already know, okay, I value is 0 and less than 10, and this line is equivalent to this, like we are incrementing I by 1. So as soon as this whole everything will be done, it will increase the value of I by 1. So this is equivalent to, if I will write this here, and if I will write this here, clicking save, and let's go to the blueprint again. Let me compile the code again, play. You can see it printed the hello again. So let's have a target. What we will do, we just have to write like the 2's table, like 2 into 2, 2 into 1, 2, 2 into 2 is equals to 4, like this. So we will do it for while. Let's check how we will write it with while we will initialize I, int I equals to 0, while I is less than 10, I will increment the I by 1, and we will print UE log temp warning comma text %d comma, let's imagine I want the table to print the table of a variable, so a into I, and it should do the task. So what it will do, it will, as soon as it will start the execution, the I is we'll initialize it with 1. So I is 1, so let's imagine a value is 2, so 2 into 1 will become 2. 2, and in the next iteration, as soon as I is incremented by 1, so it will become 2. So 2 into 2, 4, so it will print this value, right? So let's execute the code again and check. Live coding fail. Why is that? Okay, give me a second. Okay, here, comma, let's compile. Okay, perfect, it succeeded. Play. Warning 0 because a value is 0. Let me put 2. Compile and save. Print 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 and 18. So this is how we can do it. Now for you, the task is you have to use the for loop and you have to do the same. So let's end this here. I think you have got better understanding how we can do it. Thank you and have a nice day. Bye bye.